Hey there, YouTubers. JB Coins here with the final in video in what we consider to be part of the Buffalo Nickel series. This is something that I learned about and have known about for a while. I don't collect these, but I think they're very cool. There are people that avidly collect these. These have sold at Heritage Auction. These have sold at various auctions. They're on eBay, they're at coin shows. This is what is referred to as a Hobo Nickel. Back in the 1930s during the Great Depression, obviously before PC, where you would say homeless instead of someone who, was a hobo. And hobos were particular about if you called them a bum, you might get your butt kicked, because they were not bums. They were people that decided by choice, and they wanted a lifestyle of traveling on the rails, jumping in boxcars, traveling, living in camps, having campfires and that. They basically were dropping out of society and preferred to be unseen, disappeared people. We have some folks nowadays in modern times that still try to live that bohemian lifestyle. But these guys became very well known because of the Nickels that took on the name of Hobo Nickels. Now this one, I believe, is a modern one because there's been a resurgence in people making Hobo Nickels. These things sell anywhere from 25, 30 bucks for modern ones that are fairly simple to, some have sold for $10,000. The most famous of the folks from back in that era was a gentleman by the name of Bo Hughes. Bo was from a family of 11 kids, and during the Great Depression, obviously that's hard to feed a lot of people. He left home, he joined the Hobo Society, and one of the older hobos took him under his wing and taught him about carving nickels. And Bo, over the years, just became a legend. He really, really mastered the skill. This is not one of his, but there's a few of these in here that are his that we're going to show you. The concept of it was in part to kill time, but what they would do is, you could get a meal for 5 to 10 cents, one meal. But if you turned it into a piece of art like this, you might be able to sell it for $1, which $1 back then, you might have been able to get 3 meals for 2 or 3 or 4 days. So, it was a combination of killing time, artwork, and feeding yourself. It was all they could do, but they've left us, with this heritage, this part of our history, and it is considered in numismatic circles to be a gradable. NGC and PCGS will actually grade these. Some of these images actually are PCGS graded, so they're for real. So I'm going to just start scrolling through these because this is an early one. This is from back in the era. The artist is not known, but the skill level and the images there's a lot of them that are similar to this image, but the skill varies. Obviously, here's one that says Babe Ruth 95 to 48. So somebody carved this supposedly back in 48 when Babe Ruth died. There's one also from the era. They're fairly typical like that. Like I say, you can see a lot of them have the little bowler hat and the sideburns. World War I soldier. This one's a little more intricate. I believe this is more of a modern coin, but it could be an older coin. This one's similar, the old school. Another one. This one's really, really skillfully done. Don't know if this is a modern or not, but this was sold at heritage auctions. You might just barely make it out on the bottom. Really, really pretty artwork. Al Capone, this also sold at heritage auctions. Fighter pilot, World War II type fighter pilot. I mean, they were doing this well into the 50s. Bo Hughes, some of his best work came from 1957. The more modern ones get more into this, skeletal zombie type of image, but there are some of these that date back to the old days. There's one that really kind of took it to the extreme. Kind of an old salty sailor, definitely not Popeye, but kind of the way they used to look back then. This thing is just really intricate. The detail that the artist of this one put into it is unreal. There's just a lot going on there. Okay, so we covered those. I don't profess to be an expert in these at all. I'm just enamored by them. I think they're really cool. A very unique piece of history, and history is obviously a big part of coin collecting. This Bo's Tales is from the original Hobo Nickel Society. They actually obviously have a society that you can join. You can go to their website or become a member and get all kinds of information. If you have a nickel or find a nickel like that, these folks would be the authorities on it. And you notice it's Bo's Tales in tribute to Bo Hughes. So hope you guys found this interesting and a bit of music, maybe a little whimsical. It's not a traditional Buffalo nickel, as I said, but it originated with the Buffalo nickel and expanded from there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, check out our stuff that's going on down below and in the drop down and on our website. The Buffalo nickel list should be up. So until next time, JB Coins signing off.